Would you date a guy who was pro-life? Starting with you.
Would I date one right now? Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yes.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
No.
That's a requirement, yes.
Good for you.
I mean, I think women should have the right to choose in certain situations.
Okay.
Mainly based on essay.
Sure. Okay. Take it away, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, who has strong opinions on the topic?
Don't look at me.
The Canadian.
Canadian.
All right. For those of you that are pro-abortion, any one of you can chime in. And you can take a second. When does life begin?
When you have consciousness.
Okay. When is that?
It's debated, but probably around 20 to 24 weeks, maybe 18 to 24 weeks.
So then would you say we should allow no more abortions after 18 weeks?
It's a little tougher after that. I probably would agree that maybe you shouldn't. If you do, maybe, I'll be more okay with it, but at the same time, I'd be a little weary about it.
Okay. Anybody else have a thought on that?
I don't care.
Don't care? Okay.
No opinion.
Hold on, because some abortions late term are kind of crazy. You shouldn't
I
have
agree.
abortions super late term.
Right? Which America has the craziest late-term abortion laws.
Welcome to Canada.
Well, Canada's also out of control, too.
Canada's any time in Canada.
Wow.
Anytime.
That's remarkable.
What does any time mean? Any time in the womb?
Up to gestation.
Yeah, to just
wow.
literally in
gestation,
Canada.
I think it's dependent on area. Actually.
I think but abortion is also a medical term, so it's not necessarily that someone wants to get rid of it. It's also a medical abortion. So like if you need to, because I had someone in my life who 6 months in, they were super happy about their pregnancy and they had to have an abortion because their fetus died inside of them.
So yeah,
Right.
that's a surgical removal, though. That's
It's
not
still
an
it's still considered an abortion.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
still considered an abortion.
You're not really aborting a pregnancy, so it's just a.
Maybe not aborting a pregnancy, but you're still aborting. It's still an abortion.
I guess. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's a.
in the
conflict
U.S.
over
too.
terms.
Yeah,
how
it's still
it
the
is.
same term. It's still the same term.
Yeah, it's just not technically an abortion. An abortion would be that.
Well, when you're thinking of abortion, you're thinking of aborting a live fetus that may be viable to live on, but an abortion can still be a fetus that is already dead that you have to abort because it will rot inside of you and kill you.
That's the sensitive areas still in the
Yeah.
U.S.
No,
where-
even pro-life people, myself, are okay if the fetus is no longer living, removing
Yeah.
the fetus.
Dependent.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what happened to this person that I knew. They had to have an abortion at 6 months because their
Yeah,
fetus-
again, I wouldn't say that's an abortion, but I don't want to debate
it
that.
technically is an abortion.
Well, like with Texas, for example, Texas law, right?
You're allowed to remove a dead fetus.
Yeah, that's still an abortion at that point. It's still an abortion. You have to abort the fetus. Because it's
I know,
dead.
but is it living?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be living for it to be an abortion.
Right, we're just qualming over terms. That would be a surgery for.
But we should call it what it is. If it's an abortion, it's an abortion.
Okay, that's an interesting debate. What is abortion then?
Removing a fetus, dead or alive, from your body.
Okay, dead or alive. I would say alive. We just
Yeah.
disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that ceasing the life. That's interesting. You said dead or alive.
But even when it's dead, you have to abort it.
You have to remove it.
Abort.
You can remove
Abort mission.
Well, you can remove it without surgery, though.
No, not when it's 6 months old.
Well, not 6 months, but at a month.
But so what about 6 months? What would you call it then? When you have to remove a 6-month-old fetus?
Again,
what
we're
is it
qualming
then?
over terms. I wouldn't disagree that it requires surgery, but
Is it not an abortion?
no, because you're not actually aborting the mission.
You have to abort the mission. The
No,
fetus is
the-
dead. Remove it.
So then 500 years ago, how did that fetus leave the?
You know, the
placenta?
mother, the fetus would rot inside the mother, and the mother would die.
Not all the time. No, the woman could also give birth
But that
to the
doesn't
dead
happen
fetus.
all the time. But that doesn't.
Again,
That rarely happens.
So-
That's why they call upon it to be removed, because 9 times out of 10 the mother will die from the fetus
no, and
rotting
I'm
inside of her.
I'm morally fine with that. That's for sure. Do you think
Yeah.
that if a baby can feel pain, regardless of consciousness?
Hold on, I'm talking about a dead fetus at 6
No,
months.
I'm not disagreeing with that. You're dwelling on that
No,
micro
okay,
issue.
sorry.
But yeah.
Hold on, I'm listening. Okay.
But going way back to like when
Mm-hmm.
abortion should be illegal. So you say life begins at consciousness.
Wait, sorry. When should abortion be illegal? At what time?
I think all abortion should be illegal.
But at what time? You said when
At beginning at conception.
Okay, no.
I'm trying to understand your position.
Okay, I'll hold back. I'm listening. So
Right.
I'm just gonna shut up.
That's okay. So you say consciousness is when life begins. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then if somebody is without consciousness after a car accident and they're on
Yeah.
life support,
Yes.
they're no longer living.
Unplug them.
Take me out.
Unplug them. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
fine with
you're
that.
consistent. So even the ones that come back to full consciousness when their brain waves are no longer detected,
Too
doesn't
late,
matter.
baby. Unplug. I'm fine with that. I have no issue with that. What do you mean? How is that crazy?
That's kind of that's
lot of
inhumane,
people-
isn't it?
That is
good.
not
But,
okay.
but also, I see her point because so many people are kept alive by their family members who are grieving.
But I thought they're not alive.
no. So you're
but they're kept, their
plugged
bodies
in.
are kept physically alive by their families
Good.
that are grieving, and I'm talking about like for years and years. The
Sometimes.
families that can afford it, right? And it's like that's why I see her point. Of
But
like,
also,
maybe not.
a physically developing fetus is not the same as a full-grown human
Sure,
that's already
for,
alive.
For sure. What species is the fetus?
They're human, but they're still a fetus. That's why we differentiate a fetus from a human.
But what does fetus mean? What does that
Fetus
word
is
mean?
a developing human. They're not quite human yet.
But what-
Embryo developing.
So they become a human right when brain waves
when they develop mental consciousness.
which could be as early as 6 weeks, 12
Yeah,
weeks.
we
but I'll
don't
take
know
your
the
18
exact
weeks,
date.
yes.
We don't know the
But if I
exact
told
date.
you, if we have data that shows 6 weeks, you'd be cool with cutting it off.
Yeah, if we could see 6 weeks that you had mental consciousness, that you could experience life and form memories, but at 6 weeks you can't. You just can't. You don't even. Do you even have a heartbeat at 6 weeks? No.
Well, you do. Yeah, around 6 or
Isn't
7
it?
weeks.
Is it not 10 weeks?
It depends. I mean, we sort of know. I mean, every baby's trajectory is different. It's between 6 to 10 weeks. So yeah, but if a baby can feel pain and have a heartbeat, you're okay with that?
No, I don't care about a heartbeat at all. I don't care about a heartbeat in any capacity.
Why?
Because if I'm brain dead and I'm laying in a hospital bed and I have a heartbeat but my brain is dead, you're going to pull the
Do you,
plug.
do you think that a human being is more than brainwaves?
No, it's all about your
okay.
brain.